Hey, what's up, Henry? This is a quick demo video for you for your, this is a Korbanth ROTS Flex V2. It is installed with a Proffie. It's a 2-button setup. What I really like about this V2 style, this is the first one that I've done, but it has plunger switches in the clamp card. All right, so your front switch here will be your power, and your back over here will be your auxiliary. In the past, when I've done these, I've had to come up with my own switch solution, and it can be kind of tricky to make that work. So it was very nice to see those spring-loaded plungers there. This is your blade retention screw right here. So this main piece. All right, you've got a stock B4 Neopixel connector in there. This takes a 7/8 inch blade, so we'll go over that here in a second. And then to get to your chassis, what you want to do is unscrew the handle. All right, so we'll just unscrew this guy. This is a static chassis. It doesn't come out, but when you take it off, this is what you've got. You've got your Proffie board right here, a snap fit into the shelf, but access to everything from here. So you shouldn't have to move the board to do anything. You can take that SD card out with a pair of tweezers. You can use a 90-degree data cable, which is what I did to program the board. Right in front of it, you have a kill switch. You have a 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. And then lastly, you have a removable battery setup with the spring side being the negative side of your battery. Okay, so I got all your fonts on here, a total of 12, I think. A copy of the config file that I made for this is on the SD card. All right, so if you ever want to make any changes or anything, you'll find it there. It's just called skinny.config. All right, so let's throw a battery in. It's a nice tight fit into there. Of course, you won't hear anything until you come over here and you flip your switch.
Sometimes I wonder what's happening to the Jedi Order.
Now we put this handle on. Before we put the handle on, I'm going to turn this off and talk about this real quick. This handle is kind of short. It was short on the V1 as well. What I noticed was I took as least room as I could to get a removable battery in there, and the speaker was just hitting the pommel and causing some sound distortion. So what I did was I took this pommel cap off, put it on my lathe. I shaved about half of the threads off of it, and then I screwed it back on. So nothing that you'll be able to see from the outside, and it's actually pretty clean on the inside if you were to ever take that piece off as well. It's plated brass, but I shaved it off very nicely, put it back on, and now you don't get any sound distortion. All right, so we'll come over here and flip the switch again.
I should have known the Jedi were plotting to take over!
Go ahead and throw our handle on, lock it down, and then we can come over here. Whoops, wrong light. Power up here. We got a nice smooth swing auxiliary right here. Very easy to press. All your LEDs are firing up like they should, right? And we'll twist it off and back this guy out of the blade socket and put a blade in. So like I said earlier, 7/8 inch blade. Lock it down with this guy. You basically have two colors. There's two color blades across all your fonts because they're all Anakin fonts, but a few of them are the Father V2, and those had a few fonts in that package, so I made those red, of course. But if you ever want to change colors, what you want to do is, when you have it on, hold down auxiliary and hit power. You hear that noise, and then you can just twist the saber to any color you like. And then when you find one you like, tap power. All right. So now we've locked in that color. To play your soundtracks, all of these sound fonts have one. It's a long press on the power. All right, it's another long press to turn it off. And then to go to another sound font, you just tap auxiliary.
Anakin Skywalker! I've got a bad feeling about this.
Blaster bolts is just tapping on the auxiliary. If you want blade lockup though, you're going to have to hold the auxiliary button down and hit the saber. So you can see the blade lockup is out here, and then when you go horizontal, or when you go vertical with it, it moves closer to the emitter. All right. These are the different Father B2 fonts. So you know you've got ESB, A New Hope, Rogue One, Return of the Jedi. I think that's about it. I may be missing one trying to recite them, but if it was in the folder, it's on the save. And like I said, they all do have soundtracks, even though I'm not playing them all. I'm just kind of cycling through to show you that they're on there, but we'll play this one. All right, maybe turn it off.
Commander Skywalker, do you copy?
This one's blue. If you want it red, of course, remember, hold down auxiliary and hit power.
I'm Anakin Skywalker.
I think this is the one that we started on. Tusken Terminator. Blade lockup.
Yeah, they killed him.
This is the one we started on. All right, so we'll come over here and we'll break it back down. So just loosen this guy. Take your blade right out. Put this back so it doesn't fall out. And again, we'll take the handle off of here. And we'll turn it on real quick and I'll show you that the kill switch works. All right, so see it on from here until we flip it off here. And it kills everything like it should. All right, and then you can leave your battery in there, of course, but eventually when you want to charge it, take it out from the positive side. I usually use the back of my pair of tweezers so that I can pop it out. All right, but that is basically your ROTS Flex V2 from Korbanth. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will get this out in the mail to you by tomorrow. Thanks, Henry.